Here's a short story about one mistake I made that nearly killed my business. 2 years ago, my wife and I launched Critter. We took a ton of time making these beautiful bags, coming up with these clever characters, working on formulation, compliance, sourcing, MOQ, everything you have to do to get a business off the ground from scratch. And we had worked really hard, raised a little bit of money, and we got to the very end of getting our bags printed, and we had to get barcodes. These little things right here. So I went online, looked up barcodes, found a website, looked at 3 different prices, found a place that had them for sale for 20 bucks and purchased them. Well, if you're getting into retail, you just can't use a random assortment of numbers and codes. This barcode was purchased off of some random site for 30 bucks and was not a true UPC code, meaning when you scan it, nothing shows up. Because as I learned, if you're doing a barcode, it needs to be tied in to GS1's GTIN 14-digit catalog. That's the library that tells retailers, Amazon, and most e-commerce suppliers what your product is, what it does, and so when you scan at the register, it pulls it up with the pricing. So as I started shipping these bags into Amazon, into our retailers, I kept getting emails. We have the wrong products, not showing up in our system. And we had run every single bag with this barcode. And so what did we do? We got scrappy. We made our own barcodes. I went to the GS1 website, bought the correct barcode, got a sticker perfectly sized, and we hand labeled thousands of these. Never heard a peep, perfectly scanned, and everything worked. But needless to say, it was one of those mistakes I simply didn't know about until it was too late. That's why I have the CPG Academy. So we can share industry knowledge like this and make sure after you put in all this work on making your product, the flavor, the packaging, all these amazing things, you don't stub your toe out of the gate like I did. Be sure to follow along at the CPG Academy for more ideas, brand, manufacturing, and selling.